sentences. The first is phonics teach the sounds of letters, and the correct sentence is phonics teaches us the sounds of letters. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
We all love hearing stories. So now Miss Lakshmi ma'am is here with a story.
A happy morning to all of you, my dear teachers. Here is your storyteller today with a new story. Yes, a quick question for you before I start. What fixes your mood in the morning? Yes, that's the chai. Today the story is about chai. Yes? What do you think chai is? Yes, chai isn't just tea. Let me tell you the whole process now. The doodh, that is the milk that is boiled 3 times. The chai patti is strong, isn't it? The samovar, that's the vessel, is very hot. The Irani bai still sits with patience. And he doesn't do that just like that. He does the one cut pour. Shh. Yes? Have you seen the Irani bai? So teachers, I'm going to relate that chai that I have mentioned to your English classroom. The English classroom is like the samovar, the vessel. Kids come to you like loose china, scattered. Yes, some are kadak, they're strong, asking doubts. Some are clear, but no mood of confidence. Yes? Some are just garam pani, hot water. They are willing, but they are without flavor. So, but our syllabus, they say, teach them English. But the real job, you are the brewing people. You are the one who brew them. 44 sounds, that's your chai patti. Yes, grammar, that is kind of a little strong and bitter, yes, but it is needed. Phonics, that's the boiling, that's the teen bar you have to boil 3 times, not once. It's a phonics. And patience is that one cut that our Irani bar doesn't. Yes? So Hyderabad doesn't become Hyderabad in one day. The Charminar is not built one day. The biryani needs the dum. Yes? Yes or no? Without dum, does biryani taste good? So English needs the dum too. The language English. So, and you are the dum makers in the classroom as teachers. So today's workshop is just not learning how to, it is just not, just keeping quiet and just listening. It's learning how to brew better. Stronger chai, less karwa. So that every kid who leaves the class says, English is a piece of cake. Can we do that? Yes. So outside it is 35 degrees and inside the room we are 100 degrees of Josh. Are we? Yes. So chalo workshop shuru kare? Are we ready?
Teachers need to prepare and then come the next day because you have different varieties, all the spices together in the class. So, the dum, the biryani, plan in the night, come in the morning and do your lesson.
Thank you, Jackie ma'am. Now I request Shari ma'am to welcome our resource person, Miss Ritu Vaish.
Miss Ritu Vaish, an experienced educator, storyteller, and teacher trainer specializing in early literacy. She holds an MSc Honours, MPhil from BITS Pilani, and BEd from IGNOU. She is an active member of the Early Childhood Association. She works with schools across Hyderabad, conducting sessions on storytelling, classroom management, and social emotional learning. She is the creator of the Story Prism podcast 200 plus episodes and has contributed to story work by Beast. Ms. Ritu has also presented at prestigious platforms like the Red Fort and the Hyderabad Literary Festival and is passionate about equipping educators with effective phonics and handwriting strategies. So without further ado, let us all welcome Ms. Ritu. And ma'am, we are delighted to have you here and excited to hear from you, your insights and experiences. So let's have Chacha on Chai by Ms. Ritu. Let's give her a big hand and welcome.
I have done multiple trainings of teachers. This is the first time with all the English part, the prayers part coming together. It's, it just calmed me down. All the tensions of the home were left there. Isn't it? A beautiful start. So, thank you so much, ma'am. Should we tell it our announcement for 26? Yes. All right. So I'll request. I think that I can see pockets. Groups already done, right? So I want 10 teachers here, please, and 10 teachers here, please. Just mix match, please, not just your friends.
Can you focus on what it means? My question to you today is no. When the parents tell us that he is not comprehending, show him this or her this. Comprehension comes much later. How can, when decoding is happening, how can the children understand? Where is the mind going, teachers? Where is the mind going? In decoding the phonics, he has to remember the sound of the letters. And then he has to, do it. Isn't it? So, I always tell, this step is very important. To explain, we know it as teachers. But this is for the parents to be very, very well versed with it. That comprehension is something which will come later. So in phonics now, we are talking about how should we, in a chronological order, teach them in a step-by-step manner. So the first is the sounds of the letters, right? Can I just know, because every school does it a little differently, can one or two of you tell me how do you go about it? Ma'am? Somebody, whoever. We just say A says and, C says the, C says the. Like that we go on. Right? Now, is it possible by any chance? If we can be arranged, is it inside? We try, otherwise we write in the note. Why should I? So now, what is happening is, there are different kinds of learners. Can you name them? We do broadly 3 kinds of learners. We are not going to Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence. So, as pre-primary and primary teachers, you must read about it. Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence. Alright? Where he talks about 9 intelligence. But, for the sake of convenience and teaching, where we are bound by. Ma'am, it's okay, I think they can write also. Right? Ma'am? I'm not good. Trust me. I can write. I can't write. Alright. Ma'am, it's okay. So we have auditory. Can you please write it as the first kind of learners are auditory. First kind of learners are auditory. Who are keen listeners? You see some of these children who are always looking at you when you are talking or telling a story, right? Or telling a poem or reading a chapter to them. They are glued to you. These are the kids who are auditory learners. Then, what are those fidgety ones? They're jumping. Ma'am, I want to sit. I want to write here. kinesthetic learners. They want movement for their brain to be active. And the third kind of are visual. Why I saw as I was coming into your school, lovely charts on in the corridors. Why do we do that? For the visual learners. Because it's alright. They may think, they may not think, when you are talking to them, they may zone out, especially in today's world, where parents are giving their children so much screen time. Their thoughts have already, are very, their concentration levels are very brief, right? So we have three kinds of learners. Now, when you teach, say B, letter B, may I know what do you do? May I know what do you do? Which are the sound? B says B, right? That is important for the auditory learners, right? But what about the kinesthetic and the other kinds of learners? So our activity should revolve around all kinds of learners. How many days do you take to teach one letter math? What is the syllabus like? How does it progress? Is it twice, 2 letters in a week, 1 letter in a week, 4 letters? I just want to know a rough estimate. 4 days you teach 1 letter. Now, I would recommend, and it has worked wonders with wherever we have gone with this concept. First is listening. Tell them a story about bee. What are the things we are learning from bee? There is a bear, bear, balloon, butterfly, ball. Whatever you want to teach, 4, 5 things. Okay? You knit it into a story. You knit it into a story. ये बच्चों को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता तुम्हारा स्टोरी में सेंस होगा कि नहीं होगा. Trust me, you are not getting evaluated. You are given, let's fly the balloon, balloon. If you do this, that's what the children want. Doesn't matter what the story comes out. Alright? But on a serious note, I have a podcast which is called as Story Prism. It's on Spotify. I have the alphabet stories there. Okay? It's a separate set which is alphabet stories. You can grab it. I'm building a resource there. It's not on any cost. If you don't have Spotify, register it for free. It's called Story Prism. Alright? I think I have most of them. The last few are left, which I'll soon be uploading them. So then tell the story. So you are balloon. But it's like it. She sat on the balloon. Right? So first is listening. Right? After that, when you move on, so listening is happening, story, and let's speak. Like balloon, butterfly, bell, right? So this S is taken care of. Then we come to how do you do the writing part to it. In the writing also, there are in very nice ways which I will be touching upon soon. Alright? And we can progress like that. But the most common one that we need to do is put 2 fingers, everybody put 2 fingers up in the air. So, doing the writing, especially of the small letters, okay, lowercase letter, should be with a chant. Come down, say, everybody, go halfway up, and a bumper T. Writing in the air helps them to conceptualize. Doing multiple things like that I'll be giving you the resources for that. All right? You can make your own chant. Use the base and do your own chant according to whatever the children would be there. What is step? What is step 2? Oh my God. This is where the problem lies. This is the most important part of phonics and the least attended to. And it's very unfortunate, and I want you all to please emphasize on it. The whole reading is based on phonetics, which is based on vowel sounds. The short vowel and the long vowel. Don't confuse the children with long vowel sounds, please. It's just the short. I have made a cute little song, and you can record it if you like it. I don't mind. Or he's recording it anyway. Alright? So I always do this in my classes. We are vowels, 5 of us. Alright? A, E, I, O, U. We are vowels, 5 of us. A, E, I, O, U. And then, I'll have a small A, and that comes up. And see, I am a. This touching the lower lip, or rather the chin, is very important. I am a. I am one of the vowels. Please step back. Then what is the next vowel? E. Then E came ahead and said, I am E. As if your great grandmother cannot hear. And what does she say? Nana, tell me. I am one of the vowels. Then she stepped back in the line. You can even make the children their own A, E, I, O, U. Alright? Then I am O. Make it physical is very important. That's how brain develops and connects. I am O. I am one of the vowels. A, E,
A-I-E-E and O-A. And give them lots of practice in these words too. To bring out fluency, I had a question during the break time that when the words are big, children are not able to read. Right? What are the problems you are facing when children are reading now? What are the problems? See, if you feel your child can read sun, but this is a big thing, but sunset is a big problem. Happens, no? This happens, we break it. So, it has for us, you have to think about it as S and E. It is one syllable here and the other syllable here. So, we can do the reads like this. See, sun, set, sun, sun, set. Picnic would be picnic. Elephant would be elephant. Fant is what? Elephant. So, if you teach this in their mind, what is happening? So now I can have smaller units. I am not going to be scared of the big word. It's mostly because I'm too scared. You break it up. If you are doing it on the screen, you know what we do? If you, supposing the word is within, so it was within, right? Now you open it. Hide this much. Let's read it. W-I-T-H is which side word? In. Opening the word also helps. In smaller group teaching, we fold the paper like that. We write the whole name and sorry. So we open the letters on the screen, it's easier. If your children are still not able to, there are certain children whose milestones are a little delayed. Write it down on a piece of paper and fold it and unfold it syllable by syllable. But nothing compared to the beats. It works like a miracle. All the beats, they will work like miracles. Have it, and if you still find a problem, let me know. Alright? Yes. So, syllable read. Show them, I'm showing the exact process here. Give me a word, please. I should know the spelling. Give me a word. Education. You are testing. The reason I don't want to take her word is I don't know the spelling because I am confused in SION and TION. Now we need to take words which do not have NRC. And English is complex. There are layers of complex. On a serious note, that is just a alright? So, complexity layers are there. If you combine two complex layers in one, the mind will not absorb. Children are learning a foreign language. It's not our native language. So don't add that complexity. I'm so glad you gave me that word. Let us take another one. Elephant only? First. Have I written it right? Yes. So, now, first step is, what is the first step? Syllable B. What is the syllable B? L-E. Okay? Clear? Second step, show them visually. Children, now let's do elephant. Elephant. Add phonics within each syllable. Now, EL is E, L, E, PH. Again, if you have taught this blend. Alright? Sorry like that. Okay? And then add. So break it. Like if it was pick, nick. Ask them. Ika, pick. I always say the wrong. I have a big problem with N. I always say no. And then I say, oh no. Ika, nick. Pick, nick. So we have add phonics and then blend. And now you need Ika, picnic. Picnic. So bigger words are always to be broken up syllable by syllable. For us, syllable means which will have one word. We don't have to teach. We don't make the classroom a jargon-rich classroom. Okay? The jargon-rich classrooms are useless. Children don't need to know jargons. They only need to want to learn. In 5th, 6th standard, who is doing reading phonetically? We actually don't tell teachers to read phonetically after grade 2. Grade 2 only these diphthongs and all coming. There is no need if the fundamentals are strong. The fluency would already be achieved. Alright. Just for information, it is about closed syllable which end with a consonant. Alright, like basket. With a vowel before it and open syllable. You might hear these jargons for yourself.
It is not for the students. But it is important if it's an open syllable, that is, it is ending with a vowel. It makes a long vowel sound. What is the long vowel sound for O? O. O. It is O. So, O. Go. It is a syllable. See, going when you will teach. So, why will G, O, in? Go, in. The syllable will be go, in. Now, it can be G, Children will ask you that question. So they become smarter by now. Go. Right? But this is G and O. O is a long vowel sound. If it is at the open, it's the last one. If you break this now, music. Zip to nahi bolte na. We don't say. Why? Because this syllable is an open syllable. Friends, this is an open syllable. This open syllable makes the vowels say their name. Very interesting and important concept when you are doing syllable breaking. Ma'am had requested that it's very important because children are stuck as soon as they see a big word. Ma'am, I don't know. And then we read it. Is that right? No. Our work is to break it, the big word, into smaller syllables. Apply phonics, blend it, and remember this. This is very good rule. How do you break the syllable? Alright? So closed syllable versus open syllables. This I have yet to see in any of the phonics books. This is a very important part. If somebody is publishing or when you're publishing stuff, you must tell them that why is this not included in the syllable? Okay? Okay. Alright. Now we have what is the problem? Identifying challenges in our classrooms. Alright? What are the challenges that we are facing? Children read simple CBC word, read slightly longer, read a sentence. Can the child? It is your duty as a teacher of language to identify where the problems are. Take up 2 children in your classroom. One who's a mediocre and one who's not very. I'm not even touching the 5% who can read fluently. They're literature. But we are not there for them. We are there for the average and the below average to kill them out. Right? They need to learn anyway. To put them at home, they will learn there also. Can you identify and write it in your notebook? Challenges. Are you ready with the challenges? What you are facing? See, you face a lot of challenges. You are the people who are working at the grassroots levels. What challenges
your child is facing. Then only we can help with interventions. Can I have some fourth, fifth standard language teachers? Yeah. What challenges are you facing in English language? When they're doing this? Go ahead.
Pronunciation, mistakes, and reading of words.
Are they reading simple sentences, simple words?
They can read a simple sentence. The problem is like with the words, sometimes they cannot pronounce the word properly. That they feel.
Okay, pronunciation is a different ballgame altogether, where we need to keep helping. See, we have some mother tongue influence ourselves, each one of us. I'm from Punjab. I have a Punjabi accent. You're from where east or west, somewhere or the other, UP, South, we'll all have our mother tongue. But as language teachers, we need to be very alert about our own mother tongue influence. It is very important to keep correcting ourselves before we correct others. So pronunciation problem is just with practice. And when we are doing reading, at that time, there are multiple ways I'll teach you right now. I'll show you or teach you. I just mentioned them. And you can try to adapt them in the classroom. Pronunciation will be taken care of. Alright? But how about we go ahead with So step 1 is you are to diagnose it. Alright? Step 2 is now you decide. The child struggles with basic words. That means if the child, there will be some children even in grade 2. We see that they are unable to read. Grade 2 teachers.
Yes, sir.
We do see this problem.
Yes.
Right? That means the targeted intervention needs to be again going back to KG. They will need letter sounds, vowel sounds, blending and segmenting. Segmenting means decoding with the syllables. So this is very important here. Then we have to decide. Child can read small words but struggles with longer. You already said cat, but sunset he cannot read. What is the targeted intervention? Be specific about these targeted interventions. Syllable, chunks, you know, sunset, basket. Don't read by letter by letter, read in chunks. Child reads, but there is limited comprehension. I want you to raise your hand. From grade 1, we start reading small sentences in the chapters. Tell me honestly, can half of your class understand what they are reading? No. I see lots of engagement here. Right? The reason is, where you need to intervene is, we are not dealing with punctuation. That is, read with information. Please start with only 4. Wait. Right? There is a comma. Wait. What? Question mark. Stop. That is full stop. And exclamation is higher voice. Right? We have the higher voice for the exclamation. Please don't start teaching apostrophes and speech marks and all that. If the comprehension is not there, that means they are reading like this. Alright. Read without punctuation here. Let's read grammar. Let's read grammar. What does this mean? Please. Let's not eat our grandma. Yeah? This is for us. We're not teaching this about you. Let's eat grandmommy. Let's eat grandmommy. That you are eating grandma. Let's go. Children, cousins, everybody who's visiting grandma this summer, let's eat grandma. Let's eat grandma. Let's go and eat grandma. You're addressing grandma. Okay. I want you to read these in your mind first, and I want some participants to come up and read. Alright? Read it in your mind first, and then now.
Our friend is coming. Our friend is coming. Our friend is coming.
Wow! What does the first statement tell? I'll leave you. Yes, it's just a sentence, it's just an information. Can you read the second one?
Our friend is coming.
Our friend is coming?
No,
It's a question mark. Really? Like, is he coming? Right? And then with the
our friend is coming.
our friend is coming. Excitement about your. Thanks, ma'am. Very nice. That's the difference. Did the words change? No. We didn't change the words. What did we change? Expression changed because of the punctuation. Reading with punctuation is that important. Can someone somebody?
You finished your work? You finished your work? You finished your work.
Yes. So when there is a question, the last word is always in a race according to the intonations. This goes up. You finished your work? You finished your work? Right? The last. Teach that to the children. When you see a question mark, danger आ रहा है ना? अपनी आवाज को ऊपर करो. कुछ भी acting करो. Friends, these are children. When we do funny things, only then it stays in their head. Serious talk doesn't fit it at all. Okay? So they say, oh, there's a question mark, somebody's going to ask you a question. What will happen? We will raise our voice. Alright? So we have our friend is coming. You finished your work. Right? It shows the expression. So that is why it is very important to read with punctuation. Now, lack of fluency is there sometimes. They are reading block by block, taking a long breath sometimes, then going in for, trying to decode, trying to learn. Even if they have overcome that, they are stopping in between. Teach the children that till the time you see a punctuation mark, you cannot take a breath. You cannot take a breath. If I take a breath, you finished your word. I'm taking a breath after every word. It's not fluent. This is not fluency, right? Fluency comes when we don't take a breath till we hit a punctuation mark. So if there is lack of fluency,
These three interventions work like lyrical. One is echo reading. Echo reading is, we had that slip note. We just Ria happily gobbled the chips. Children put a finger and read. Alright? They say, you also say, Ria happily gobbled. So we have Ria happily gobbled the chips. Ask the children to put it in their book on the first one, and you say, Ria happily gobbled the chips. Echo. The children become your echo, and they will read. You become Ria happily gobbled the chips. That is echo. Choral reading is very important. Every language has a rhythm and rhyme. What was the, I learned one phrase in Telugu. Nenu korta. I give you one type one, right? But you can, Telugu speaking friends here, you can make out, I don't know that. Why? Because my rhyme of the language is not there. My rhyme of the language is not there. Oral reading is done when you want to teach the rhyme and rhythm of a language so that they catch up with you at the speed. Now children, we will read together. Okay, you have to stay with me. Let's start. Ria happily gobbled the chips. Now the slow ones are also trying to catch up the rhythm and the rhyme of the language. That is what is choral reading. Man, the children who are having pronunciation problem, that will get eliminated here. They are listening to you. They are repeating. So pronunciation is taken care of. Please be mindful of your own pronunciation. Google is there. So many other ways are there to correct our own pronunciations. Repeated reading. The old school this is where I belong to. Repetition always helps in fluency. Is that right? Yes. So reading becomes that we have identified the challenges. LSR. Ma'am, can I put a tick? Do you pass me? Yes. Thank you if you pass me. Even if you don't pass me, I will still need to. So listening with kids, friends, as speaking. Alright, I touched upon them in very short way. But I hope there will be some takeaways that you have from this. Coming to writing. Alright, this is from one of my classes. Left and right. What is the maximum strength in the class? 36 notebooks of this. You get a headache. Or you fight with your family members or your friends. Very difficult. It is mind-blowing to even comprehend it. There are no gaps in the words. There is all kinds of writing. Whereas these on the right-hand side goes fluently. That's why in 10th boards and 12th boards, we tell the children, please write neatly. I do 10th class also and 12th also. Said, you don't have the best in handwriting, but you can write neatly, rigidly. Because the board teachers across any boards get bundles. I don't know if any of you has done board corrections. We are put in a room and we are given keys and notebooks. बाप रे बाप पागल हो जाते हैं Right? So what happens? I mean, it's an honest mistake we can have. It's not that we don't want any mistakes, certainly. But it happens naturally because we see this in writing. So handwriting is this important. And for our own sanity, we should teach them good handwriting. For our own. We are mean. Isn't it? Here we can say we are mean. We will have our own sanity because if the writing is better. Why do you think that children are having problem in writing more and more now? Gadgets, then practice writing, patience is less, focus is less, sir. Lack of interest. कौन दिखेगा? Everything is video oriented. Why should we write? Isn't it, sir? Right? Yes, ma'am. Lazy, lack of interest. Yeah. There lack of interest in writing. I love you. I wanted somebody to say that.
They are not they don't type the whole word. So they using multi-gadget. They want to type something. They are not using the videos and
No. We just talk about it. That's another problem. So, because of screen time, you all told me, lack of practice, poor man said, yeah, I don't know the name, so I'm so sorry. Man said their hands fail. Because, that was for this thing, because their hands fail. Can you hold the pen that you have in the way that some of your children who are not holding it properly, like this? They're writing like this. What is the problem? We talk about speed. You said now, they're lazy, sir said over there. Lack of interest, anything that else that you pick up. Right? Speed and pressure changes. Can you draw this? Please draw it in your notebook. 3 fish. I need some water, that's why I'm giving you this one. Draw these 3 fish and decorate them with circles, half circles, straight lines, slants, horizontal lines, whatever. Alright? Please decorate them. Circles, half circles, slants, straight lines, dots. Pre-primary teachers. Okay, very good. I want all the pre-primary teachers to stand up. Sorry. Pre-primary teachers. Thank you.
Wow. Trouble there. Let me becoming such a serious one. Right? All right.
Ma'am,
Okay.
back side also there.
They're there. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you girls. Hiding tiny little girls. Come on. Put them together. Like this, I guess. Huh? It's okay, it's not a competition. Down legs. Now, all right. Pre-primary, keep standing. Pre-primary, keep standing. You make the children. We make the children draw patterns. You remember? Draw the straight line. Draw the start line. Draw the companies, curves, whatever you call them. Do you do that? Give me a thumbs up if you do that. You know what? What kind of art is this? Madhubani? Correct? Madhubani, Worli, and what's the third one? There's one more coming to me right now. So, NEP, National Education Policy, has categorically written this, that let our students, thanks girls, please. Let our students experience these beautiful arts. Why is it so monotonous all the time to fill pages with straight lines? Why can't we give them activities like this? Wherein you're still practicing, some of you drew straight lines, right? Can't we give them that? We will be more lack of interest, sir said. Sir said lack of interest in writing, right? When do we create interest? When they do new things. When higher order thinking skills are used. My Bloom's taxonomy, the topmost part, I'm connecting it there. The creativity has to be there. This is where the creativity of the children can be brought in. That is why NEP has included all the three forms. Primary teachers, you make them write stories. I will give you a suggestion. When you ask them to, you are teaching them, there's a beginning, there's problem 1, problem 2, solution. Right? You say that? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, sorry. That's it. Yes. We do that story writing. Story writing can be depicted when you are teaching them the elements of a story. You teach them to draw these art forms. They are lazy, I heard, to write the story. They're lazy to write the story. When is a child disinterested or lazy? When the child is not equipped. This is the psychology. If the child is not equipped, the child loses interest. The child will not be able to do it. That is why in maths they say, no, go back to the fundamentals. You say, tables learn karke aao. Because multiplication I can't teach you without tables. If the base is not tables for multiplication, the base here is, in English also we have base. So you can make it into 4 quadrants. This is the beginning. You write problem 1, problem 2, and let them do it through stick drawing. Once they have become interested,
See, our work as facilitators, as educators, is to create that, that love for learning. So, children don't want to start right at the beginning of the story. Nahi likhna mujhko. Draw it. Teach them simple ways. I mean, you can draw like this. And then what is the problem? A lion comes in. You have to draw the lion. Okay, whatever. I'm not good at drawing, but I can make it. Okay? This not only improves their creativity, this has given them the chronological order of the story in their mind. This has given them the chronological order of the story in their mind. And I have a song which I do for my story writing. I'm digressing a little because there are middle school English teachers too. Is correct? End of the 3 hours, I was telling us right. So we say S is for the setting. I mean, we will open to record it. This is very interesting and a very effective way. I've been doing it for the last so many years. S is for the setting. Setting is where and when the story takes place. You have clarified to the child. You have to write where also and when, the time of the story also. Okay. T is for talking characters. T is for talking characters. Characters are people, animal, things taking part in the story. Covered it? Character of you? All done? O is for, oops, there's a problem. We are using their language. Oops, there's a problem. R is for resolve. When the character tries to solve the problem. And Y is for, any guesses? What do children do all the time? Yes. There's a solution. A story has to be written like this. That's the acrostic poem for the story. Alright? Teach them. Yes, lots of Alright? Does that help? To create interest, we need to be creative ourselves. Alright, coming back to patterns. So the problem when they are not holding the pen properly is either we have forcing them to write before their muscles developed. You know, sometimes we hold, write. But their muscles are still, finer muscles are still weak. So you have to give them activities. The activities, of course, when they are in grade 1 and all, they can be simple songs, finger songs, like 1 from the left and 2 from the left and all those. You know, there are lots available. Finger songs, please refer to them. And this is really fun. It's also maths also gets included, science also gets included. So they need to develop their muscles. Then the intervention for them is you need to show the correct form. That the middle finger rests the pencil on it. It is the supporting one. And it guides. Correct? That's how you hold it. Try to make them write when it is coming to a little higher grade. But pre-primary, make them do activities, clips, Play-Doh, sand play, finger rhymes, you know. There are lots of cute ones that are available. So when you are doing like this, then it becomes nice. So their muscles are developed. Philip describes besides the script, isn't it? That pressure comes 3 pages beyond, like underneath we can see it's very Poor child. Just think about the child, how much he's exerting. That's why he's so tired. It is writing. Writing is like a dance. It flows. So correct it from now. Posture is important. When the posture is, when you have taught the grip, ask them, the right-handed children, to put it at probably 30 degrees. Okay? And write it up. The left-handed children will write like this, another 30 degrees this side. There's no compulsion. But we have solutions for both of them. Their back should be straight. They are leaning on. How many of you have seen like this? Right? This is because, and then the writing becomes spoiled. So, posture is back straight, not notebook tilted slightly. Letter formation errors. Okay. Whoever is teaching English in the letter formation and in grade 1 when they start writing the words. Mirror images. Okay. Then, don't you see this? Like गोली गोली बना के एक किक लगा दिया. You see these kinds of errors all the time, right? So, letter formation needs a proper way, and it depends. Are you using 4 lines, right? So you have put the dots on the notebooks. If you teach, start from the dot, go round, go all the way up, come down, and a kick. Are you lifting your pencil? Children will not lift their pencil. When they are saying it with the chart, it's a dance. It's a dance. Right? You have shape, come down, monkey sit, and then dot. Only dots and sleeves are the types in small letters when we lift our pencil. Then you have Q, go round, go up, come down, and a tiny stand. I am no expert, but I still manage to do it. You can download it here, you can scan it, we do it at the end. I put it back again. But don't practice. Oh, we have questions. Okay. So you can, I'll put this up again, don't worry. And you can change it. It is not like you have to use it. It's just a guiding line. Right? Here is a guide. You make your own. But across nursery, PP1, PP2, grade 1, this should be uniform. Coordinator ma'ams, please, uniformity is important. Because if you don't have uniformity, the child will be confused. If you say company or slant instead of bump and mountain, whatever, have a uniformity. Alright? So every teacher across all the 3 grades, all the sections, has to use the same chart. Okay? And here is some big good luck for these fresh, Italian year for you all. Thank you so much. I just realized I'm open to questions now, and we put the QR code which you can scan and save it. I think our doctor already has it. Hope it's working. There is something. What you're afraid of. Sorry. Ma'am, I'll send it to ma'am. I'll send it to you. So sorry. It's just not. I tried it yesterday. I'm sorry, really sorry. I'll pass it to ma'am. I have her number. Please, ma'am, you can pass it to Alright, I'm open to questions at this time. Please. Yes, ma'am.
There is a very common situation that we all come across in second grade. The children, they keep writing and in between they insert capital letters. That's a very common thing. We told the n number of times to rectify that, but it never happens. This is one thing. And they start the letter, the beginning of the sentence with a small letter. The proper sound becomes a small letter. They like India also, I have a small letter. So these are the very common basic problems that we come across.
Yes, I certainly agree. So, any other, we will take all of them and then we'll discuss it because I know we have 15 minutes only for question. We have 10 minutes. Any others? Maths question I'll take first and then I'll be trying to solve that problem which is even very difficult in my classes also. Alright. Cursive writing important. It is a debatable topic since writing started. Trust me. If your publishers, the ones that you are using, are doing cursive, otherwise Marian Richardson, these are the two common ones that are used. Cursive writing is not important. There are people who say it is not necessary because children are overspending their time in the formation of the letters. The other people say that cursive is important because it gives beauty to our writing. Well, there is no right answer to this. Trust me. We have had debates in early childhood education on this and we have never come to a conclusion. We have never come to a conclusion. So, whichever comes for our children. See, calligraphy is a different issue altogether. Okay? That needs experience. But if parents slowly what is going to happen is handwriting is improving. I do English skill creative writing classes online also and I make the children type what they have written. Now they started becoming type. So they upload their handwritten version on ChatGPT, ask it to convert it to Word and send it to me. As a teacher, big challenge for me. So now I have to ask them to send their handwritten one also and this so that they are not asking it to write. Writing will soon be redundant. If not in near future, like probably a few decades later. That's for sure. So let's not trouble our children. Whatever they are writing, neatly, cleanly, and it's legible and it's flowing. It has to flow for sure. Because you can see the difference in the speed between children who write print and children with drawing. Richardson also joins. It's not that we can't join it. Alright, I'm sorry. We're talking about Anne's problems there. You are read. When children start writing, you have to keep on emphasizing. Right from grade 1. Right from grade 1 that children write one line. India is our country. Guys are proper now. There it is okay. But you say, my friend is Ram. Okay? Forget about. Never be thinking new thing. No, you start big. make some funny thing. It works sometimes, ma'am, it might not work. It's always a big thing when you start. So when you start after a punctuation, always remember, word will have a capital letter. Now, coming to the part when the confusion starts in proper nouns and proper nouns. If child does not have clarity, he will make teachers also teachers now. Teacher also they make it capital. That's how all this starts. They are waiting to observe them when they should have been capital, should have been small for teachers. So now, grade 2 onwards we start teaching grade 3 or 2 common and proper nouns. So there that confusion starts. You need to give them a T chart. Make a T chart. Okay. Say proper here, proper nouns. And say common nouns here. Tell them that common nouns will have the first letter as T. If you give this practice, now don't confuse with beginning. Beginning is a separate issue altogether, beginning of the sentence. If we teach them, common nouns are always starting with small letter. It will help them. When you teach this chapter of common nouns and proper nouns, make them do the chart. And in that chart, I have seen the children write even this teacher as T-E-A-C-H-E-R. Do you agree? This is where the correction intervention has to be there. This has to be small. Will that help them probably? Yes. We should connect another time, ma'am. With that helps. So these small things, will help. Beginnings are big. Big academic year now, the bigger class. Sentence beginnings are always starting with a capital letter. And any more questions? Whatever you face in your notebooks, whatever you're facing, see, we have done LSRW. There is reading, there is writing also. So where you feel that you have to keep correcting.
Any tip that you wanted to share for understanding the silent letters in English?
Oh yeah. Okay. Practice that. These only need more practice. Because there is no rule, unfortunately. In Guatemala, we have some rules. Here, if it is silent. So, you can combine a lot of silent letter words. See, one chapter might not have so many of them. But when you do 3 chapters, you collate them and give it to them. And now, children, you write these and can underline the one which is silent. So, K is silent. No, K is silent. What else is honest? H is silent. Now this is why they in middle school and senior school and honest. They are going by the vowels. It is not the vowels that decide A and R. It is the vowel sound. Honest is vowel sound. MLA of our region is an MLA. Why? Because N is a vowel sound.
grouping is the key whenever we are having problems. Whenever we have problems, if you show them in a group and give them practice that, it will make it easier. Because rules are not absolutely no rules. Alright then, thank you so much. And I wish you all the best. Yes. I'm waiting.
So when see the words, we 500 all the words, and but now there are the last question. If it is cat fur, why not see? So that first, how can we teach
That in English, the sounds are complex. So sometimes it says a different word. It makes a different sound. So through repetition, that last one I had a point, through repetition. Because there are no rules. There are no rules. G and H. So you say if it is catch, C-A-T-C-H, right? Now curve is there. Now curve makes two kinds of sounds. Sometimes it makes curve and sometimes suck. Teach them like that. Don't say it is a rule. Don't say it is a rule. See, sometimes it makes sound because it doesn't make a sound. And please so she had a very good question, ma'am. Sometimes the children have become very smart and they want to challenge you all the time. So if we have the C sound, which can be C or K, right? It can be both C or K. So tell them that it makes these two kinds of sounds. And here it is making K, it is making S sound. Alright? Don't tell them that it is a rule in English because it comes actually. Sorry to say that. It comes just from the parents. So don't say it is a rule, then they will question. So tell them that these are the two sounds it makes and we have to learn them because we want to become better. And I've got a book, now I am scared. We can solve the problem. Okay. I thought she got a notebook. I said she has a Thank you, ma'am. Which one is it, ma'am? Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
Anyone wants to give your feedback? Teachers?
One or two teachers can give your feedback. What you have learned. How was the experience? What are you going to take away?
I would seriously love to pen down a couple of, see, every time you attend a workshop, it is mandatory to attend workshops. But there should be at least a couple means two only, takeaways that you're going to use in your class for sure. I want you to write that and probably share it.
We want them to go.
Oh, share it on. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. This was a really wonderful session, and I learned many new stuff and many takeaways, like how we can introduce certain phonics, the way we can teach the blends to our little children, and it was very informative and a very useful and interesting session. Thank you, Babs.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The class is so interactive. The thing what I learned from you, the storytelling. Actually, I teach 4 and 5 English. Before I start my class, usually we start with a story. When I tell them, ask them to open the book and look at the book, they never see the book. So we started as a storytelling that I liked it, and
Okay,
the
great.
variation of sounds note as before, and I took it as one point, and the handwriting which you told us like before the strokes and all that also included, because now grade 5 children they don't write it. Now when they are in grade 5 also their handwriting is not at all proper. Now when we need some works to do them, so they may feel difficult sometimes. So the interest we have to create in them, as you said, that also I'll take it for a handwriting.
I was sorry. This was. Alright, I have one more little trick. So what we can do is that when even in the senior grade, like 4 and 5, they're still not making it right. So we have the charts. Group, so we can't have separate practice in 4th standard, 3rd standard. But you can spare 5 to 7 minutes. You can spare 5 to 7 minutes on their writing for your own benefit. Right? So group the letters. The letters with curves. The letter with standing lines. 1 week you only first 5 minutes focus on that. On those correction of those letters. It is alright, man, right? If 1 page they are practicing the right formation with the jump for first 5 minutes of the class. Right? Then next week, use the L's, P, L and all those. Group them according to your own wish. But make them practice only for a short time. Long time practice makes it boring. If you say, we will give you practice, you copy this whole thing. No. Gone are the days. Those were our days. When we could sit and focus because we didn't have distractions. Our focus was for a longer period than these kids. Give them shorter time. 5 minutes, 7 minutes maximum. Teach them that this is the formation G. Most, like 30-40% of the children will write wrong. So say, we're going to practice G and C today. So C is go round and stop. Just practice it. 5 minutes, 2 minutes there and 2 minutes G will go round, go up, come down in a monkey's tail. Alright? Trust me, that investment of 5 minutes will help you and later on these kids in their proper formation and neat handwriting. Of course, 1 letter spacing and all, you all knew it, I know. There is a standard process of that. But when we introduced that, it helped our children learn the right ways to write down the letters of the alphabet. Sorry, I've forgotten so many things, such a...
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of everyone present here, I would like to sincerely thank Ms. Ritu Vaish for such an insightful and engaging session. Ma'am, your ideas, phonics, and handwriting have been extremely valuable and practical. The simple yet effective strategies you have shared given us clear direction and confidence to enhance our teaching strategies and practices. We will certainly carry these insights into our classrooms to make our learning more meaningful and impactful for our students. Thank you, ma'am, once again for your time, guidance, and inspiration. It has truly been a privilege to learn from you, ma'am. Thank you.